All right, Houston has set 4 consecutive record highs this week, and the warmth is with us through the weekend.
Yeah, so how do ski resorts deal with winter warmth, and how will a warmer world affect those ski resorts? Chief Meteorologist Anthony Yanez hit the slopes for the answer.
When it comes to skiing, timing is everything. Will there be a lot of snow when you arrive? Will it be powder or ice? Will it be bitterly cold or just perfect skiing weather? But in a warmer world, is time running out on ski resorts? It sounds dramatic, but already most resorts are using more man-made snow machines to keep the runs open. Last week, I took my family to the Santa Fe ski area, and the timing was nearly perfect. It started snowing the night before, and when we arrived in the morning, this is what it looked like.
While this looks like a winter wonderland, this is actually the first time this season that it snowed like this. About a foot of snow overnight, and it's still coming down.
The last time Santa Fe, New Mexico had meaningful snow was back in early November.
Without snowmaking, we wouldn't have had nearly as good of conditions as we've had. And, that's what most years is guaranteeing that we're opening on time. And then it's what's allowing us to make kind of our closing day.
But ski resorts need more help. Snowfall patterns are shifting across the United States as our climate warms. According to Climate Central, winter is the fastest warming season for most of our country, which means less snow in a lot of places. In fact, nearly 2/3 of locations, 64%, are seeing less snow now than they did back in the early 1970s. And it's not just about how much snow falls. It's also about when, where, and how quickly it melts in the spring. Climate change is reshaping all of that in ways that are anything but simple.
A historic average, I think, was 280 inches of snowfall a year. The last few years we've been getting like 200, 250.
If you're a skier, try chatting with the staff at your resort. I bet you'll hear similar stories about less snow throughout the season or extreme amounts all at once when it does snow. These patterns aren't just impacting everyday skiing, they're also raising big questions about the future of events like the Winter Olympics. According to Climate Central, February temperatures in the 19 cities that have hosted the Winter Olympics since 1950 have warmed by an average of 4.8 degrees. Beijing, which hosted the 2022 Winter Olympics, has warmed by nearly 9 degrees during that time. And it gets even more concerning. A recent study from the University of Waterloo found that under a high-emission scenario, nearly all previous Winter Olympic host cities wouldn't be able to provide safe and fair conditions for outdoor snow sports by the year 2080.
Interesting to see how those snow patterns are changing.
It's really wild. In fact, when we were deciding on this trip, we actually wanted to go to a different resort, but the snow was so bad that we chose Santa Fe. And then we just were so fortunate because it just snowed the entire night before. But someone was asking me, like, oh, so what? Just so they're not getting more snow. You got to understand, states like New Mexico really depend on Texas skiers for the economy.
Right.
And if they're not getting snow, vacationers from Texas are taking their money somewhere else.
Yeah, they're going to Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, places
It's a big
up north.
economic issue when you have these extremes and you have a trend that it's actually getting warmer and there's actually less snow. So,
But you had a good time.
I had a great time.
And your daughter's a good skier, by the way.
Yes. Well,